Okay, so this is what we managed to draft here. We got black blue. We have lots of early aggressive natures with these raids. They also will help with getting ninjutsu off. The sphere for a little draw. Reality chip, because this allows us not only to have a nice 0-4 blocker, but we can equip this to be able to just play cards off the top of our deck. A couple different counterspell options. A little control with lethal exploit. Toshiro, overall solid card. Tribute to Roby. I'm not sure if this one is going to potentially bite us in the butt or not, because of the have to give the opponent the rat tokens at first. Puzzle Maker, I think, will be fine, because it's just now it is a 1/4 flyer, so it gives us nice air defense as well as being able to attack and potentially get the Walker ninjutsu off. It also can be discarded to a Thirst for Knowledge as part of the discard an artifact option if we feel that we don't need it. Blade Blesser here, because we have a lot of artifacts and enchantments, will likely get both effects going at the same time. Trouble Network works as decent ramp, but also gives us a draw discard option, since we do have a fair number of artifacts in the deck. Go Shintai as just, it's really a 2/2 Death Toucher is what we use it for, but it does have the option to destroy cards with toughness 1 or less. Well, let's be honest, it's only going to be 1 because you can't have less than 1 toughness. Terrible Secret's a little draw action with the 3/4 body if we have an artifact enchantment in play. Behold the Unspeakable, just a solid card in general. The Shadow Walker and the Mirror Shell Crabs. I think this will work out well. Alright, so the little shame we don't have the blue mana here, but we have the Reckoner Raid to start with, as well as a little control, so we'll keep. Moth Rider control from the opponent. Just land and pass here. Drain. I'm going to get rid of the patrol right now. Don't want to have to deal with the constant 1 in the air, but at the same time, they can use it as a tap down defensive play. Alright. We're getting punished on our lands here, unfortunately. I was really hoping to draw the 1 more land for the Mirror Shell Crab discard. Because, yeah, opponent does bring out a large body. Unfortunately, again, we draw a land, but it's not a blue source. I mean, fortunately we drew a land, but we needed the blue. Opponent does have the advantage against us with the bodies for size for attacking in with. Not exactly what we were hoping for, but we'll take it. We'll immediately discard this for just the 1 draw, because we're just looking at that land and still not hitting it. I know I got a little greedy, I guess, by going down to 16 lands instead of 17, but I usually don't have this much of an issue. I'm going to take the double block against the air here. This way we can get rid of their 3/4. Still going to keep one of our captains. Alright. I'm going to go for the ninjutsu here. And I just realized that was a terrible idea. Because we're dead. I mean, I couldn't really do anything. We got mana screwed. Alright. This is a little better, partially because we have the different colored lands here. This is just bad in the sense that we don't have any of our early plays. mean, drawing Blade Blasters isn't bad because they're 3/2 bodies, but we still need one, more land. Two, we'd like to be able to get some of our other earlier play options going. And so we primarily want to draw land this turn. Alright, we do get the land. We'll go for the Go Shintai. Looks like opponent has a removal option for it. Probably the one that allows you to like sacrifice an artifact to deal 4 damage. Yeah, we'll take Surge. We'll go ahead and try to race the opponent with this. Alright, opponent does find a Simian Sling and a Life of Toshiro, which means that they chose the +2/+2. We wouldn't have been able to block and kill that regardless. Alright, we're just going to pass the turn. See what the opponent does here. Alright, in response, we will go for the Lethal Exploit to get rid of that. I want to save the extra 2 mana available, so that way we can target the Automaton if we needed to. Alright. Unfortunately, we can't actually cast Disruption Protocol because this will cost us 3 mana since we don't have an untapped artifact. Alright, well, I think we unfortunately lose this one also because the lands came up weird. We really needed that to have been an artifact. That way this could have had Death Touch. Yeah, we're getting shafted pretty hard on our draws. This is unfortunate. Alright, we'll try this. Hopefully Shuffler doesn't bone us on land again. We'll go for this right now. Get ourselves the 2 life option. Go for Blade Blesser and pass it back. We now have quite a bit of damage that's actually going to be hard for the opponent to block. Might have been better to actually have gone for Network Terminal, so that way we could have played Terrible Secrets and get the draw. I also have the 3/4 body. Right, Invigorating Hot Springs does give the opponent the ability to grow their creatures and also give them haste. This can't block us. Next turn, we can just hold up Mirror Shell Crab just to counter any card they are going to play. I think we win this because of the, oh yeah, we get another crab. Even though we get a little shafted by our land draws here, we just have the counter spells. The opponent has to hold these back as blockers. Kind of have to hope that the opponent does still try to cast whatever their highest mana cost card is from their hand. If they go for cheap cards, we're actually in more trouble. As this only taxes for 3. So they go for like a Song Shaper. Yeah, we'll go ahead and counter that. Actually, I should have let them have that. But opponent scoops it up. The reason why I say I should have let them have that is the opponent technically could still hold these back as blockers and be able to like double block and kill one of our guys, the 3-2 here. But they would lose both their creatures, but it would buy them another turn. Oh, this is great. We actually managed to just get to start with Red Sorrow in our opening hand. While we don't have our turn 1 play, we can start off the backwater. We may hold off on immediately dropping Toshiro, unlike last game. But then again, Toshiro itself can be used to get black mana for instant sorcery spells. So, probably doesn't hurt to just immediately run it out, so that way we can set up the Red Sorrow faster. I wonder what's with the shufflers doing, not wanting to let me get like more than 3 mana in the early game. Normally it floods me, which is why I went down to 16, and even then it usually still floods me. I'm gonna hold off on using... No, actually, I will use it right now. I was thinking about holding off. But by doing this, it means that next turn we can hold up Crab. And they can't play anything with a 1 toughness, because this will kill it. I'm not too familiar with the Ancestral Katana. It's +2/+1. Oh, that's rude. But in any case, I was going to say it's +2/+1, and if you're using Samurais and Warriors, it only costs you 1 if you do it if the creature attacks on it. Otherwise, it's a 3 cost to equip. Well, in all honesty, it's not a big loss on the Toshiro there. We do have more powerful things in hand. We're going to play this because we can actually sacrifice this to draw some cards. Wait, who went first? Did we go first or did the opponent go first? No, we'll just activate this in response opponent and draw some cards. No life gain for you. You wasted that. Because you would have liked to have used that probably on our reality chip. Alright, we're gonna go Tribute, and we'll play out the Reality Chip. Opponent seems to have lots of removal. Let's see, what's the requirement on this? Value 3 or less. Okay. Alright. Let's see, which one did we lose there? Tribute? Well, they get a rat token out of us, but this is an instant speed spell, so they could have tried going for it on our turn. But we did have the crab, so it's probably best that they did it then for them. Gonna behold. Okay, that's nothing to worry about. I will take those. Let's go Terrible Secrets. Get our card draw. We're gonna hold up the crab here. We'll pass the turn. We'll counter the Befriend the Moths. Prevents them from getting flying damage hits on us. We have a way to actually block the captain with these if we want to. This only affects Samurai and Warrior, so this won't get the +1/+1. Neither will this, because these are both Rat Rogues. Going for another Terrible Secrets here. I'd like the idea of holding cards just to make it that way vision stays large. But we're going to go for the Reckoner Raid. And we're going to pass turn. Exile target creature and put control mana value 4 or greater. No. I don't like that. We'll go ahead and apply a Reality Chip to here. Because I imagine if the opponent's going to use a Destroy spell, it's going to be on Unspeakable here. Bring out Puzzle Maker, because this is basically the same amount of flying damage going on here. And we'll be able to scry one, so we can always adjust the card on top because we have Reality Chip. We're fine with that. Right, let's start off going for the Lethal Exploit, get rid of this. Play that. Get a land. We'll thirst for some knowledge. We'll discard that. Another Reckoner Raid, and we'll go ahead and attack in. Oh, that's right, I have Essence Capture, but this only deals 4 damage. I'm not sure why they did that. I guess they wanted to maybe prompt a counterspell out of her hand. that we might just snap off. But in which case, we managed to get there. This is what I was actually envisioning the deck to do, and it ended up doing it really well. The fact that these are just such cheap cards we can play off the top of the deck gets us a little drain, keeps our life up. Reality Chip just being such a strong card. Overall, that's a good showing of the draft deck there. Alright, on to the next game. This definitely seems keepable. We'll keep. Alright, next turn we're going to hold up the Essence Capture, and we'll actually be able to get the counter onto our creature here. Chance an artifact or creature. Okay. I was wondering if I could actually stick it on the enchantment early, but then again, this actually exiles and brings itself back, so it wouldn't be worth putting it on there. Yeah, we will counterspell that. We don't want that growing out of control. Let's go attempt the attack first. Alright, attack goes through. We will bring out Goshintai. We actually can use Lethal Exploit and destroy this if it doesn't get any counters put on it. Alright, unfortunately that no longer works. We'll give it some Claw and Torment, preventing it from being able to block. It'll also now lose a life every turn. We will counterspell that. Need another land, but not getting it. If we can get this Behold Dance people out, we can actually help reset our hand here. There isn't a reason for us to block this, because it's actually hurting the opponent. Okay, I guess there was a reason for us to block it. What's this do again? Sacrifice a creature. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Okay. Oh, well, we hold the Unspeakable. Now, I could have held up the mana so we could use Goshintai here. And killed the Silencer with that. But just dropping Behold the Unspeakable I think was more useful. Alright, I'm putting a stop on our upkeep. That way we can use Lethal Exploit. Kill off this Gloom Shrieker, so that way it can't block us. And now we'll get a draw 4 here as well. Alright, it's a shame that, well, we didn't draw anything else. We don't attack with Goshintai because they can just block it. But we also get to just kill their card, thanks to Goshintai's effect. We'll let that resolve. If we counter, it just means that it comes back to... Oh, no! They have just the right amount of mana for it. We can't counter that with the crab. That's unfortunate. Let's see, we don't have an artifact to play, so this doesn't draw the card. Do you have reach? No, you don't. You just have vigilance and haste. I think what we do is we go land and we go Mirror Shell Crab as the 5/7. This will have now Death Touch and Menace, so if they block it, they'll lose both their creatures. They do get the large token, but then they'll no longer have a flyer to block our visions. So this is actually a huge trade in our favor. I didn't attack with Goshen Tide just because I think we may still want to have it around. Alright, they do choose to go for the block. Because they are down to 7, so if they were to take that, they go down to 4, which is really low and possibly easy for us to kill at. They do get the 8/8 body. Alright, they do manage to kill our Death Toucher with that. If they attack with this, we're fine with taking the damage overall. If we attack in, we can do 4, so there's no real reason to do this. We'll go ahead and do this first, because this still gives us a card draw. We'll get in for the 4. We'll bring this to the board, because this means that we can now sacrifice that, get some card draw, and even grow the visions. But as it stands, this is currently lethal in the air. So the opponent has to have either a destroy spell or a creature with reach. I doubt they have another flyer, but a flyer also getting in the way. But the flyer will have to have a considerable toughness, because this does have trample. Because we'll be able to draw for our turn, sacrifice this, and draw 2 more cards, bringing us up to 6. Alright, punt with the desperation attack. We'll give him the GGs. And there we go. The deck is actually working out really well. Now that we got those first, like, 2 bad games out of the way.
Thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more content. If you'd like to join me while I stream, you can find me on Twitch, the link below. I hope to see you again in the next video, and have a nice one.